Okay, you guys, I'm gonna try this again. See, this is what happens when urgent messages are trying to be put out there. Negative energy will come through and try to destroy. I even said a prayer before I tried to get this video out. I'm gonna do it again. Like, I have to do it again. Like, I have to get people off the internet that are currently using the internet, because I need all the internet right now, because I don't want this to not get to who it's supposed to get to. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. So pretty much in the dream I just had, um, I was in my car and I was on my way home, and on my right side of my car there was this girl, this black girl, heavy set. She kind of like, she had like I don't know if it was a sweater, like a baby pink sweater or something. I don't know, but she was sad. I could feel energetically that she was very, very sad, going through a lot. And her sign was pretty much saying that she had a sign that said that she's pregnant, and she just need help. Okay, so I'm assuming she was homeless or something, or she probably like ran away from a bad situation. Um, so I remember like spirit like kind of let me sit there and just watch this play out, how it's gonna play out. So I sat there, and there was this I heard like, hey, it was like, hey, like that. And I looked up, and there was an 18-wheeler across the street from me, and she grabbed her things and she ran over to the 18-wheeler. And I heard spirit say, get out the car and go tell her this. So I get out my car and I run over there. And when I got over there was already another girl, another black girl, in the front seat. In the front seat of the 18-wheeler. There was mind you, I'm finna describe the driver to you. He's a black guy. He's not that tall. He could be. I couldn't really, but looking at him, he look kind of dumpy. He ain't that tall, but for sure he's black. He has like a full beard, kind of beady eyes. He just kind of like a little creepy, like what as the kids say, a cringy ass vibe. Okay. And when I went up to his 18-wheeler, his 18-wheeler was red. It was like a maroon or like a dark red. And I remember like doing this. And when I did that, he let the window down so she could talk to me. And I told her, I said, well, you don't know me, but Spirit has a message for you. And I told her, I said, they want you to be careful. That you need to be very careful, and that they know that you are you feel alone right now, and you're probably running away from your problems, but you need to be very, very careful right now. And they also told me to tell you that they're with you. You're not by yourself. You're not alone. Okay, they got your back. Okay. And when I said that, I remember like seeing this other girl in the front seat. She was kind of like paying attention to what I was saying, because she probably felt uncomfortable anyway with this stranger in this 18-wheeler. So I go back to my car, and the next thing I know, Spirit tell me to look up, and the girls are running from across the street to me, and the man's 18-wheeler caught on fire. Like, it was just smoked out. And they asked me, they was like, can we ride with you? And I was like, yeah, come on, let's go. And when they got in my car, I remember specifically, I don't know why I remember one specifically. Like, I don't remember details of the other one. Both girls were kind of heavy set though. The one that got in the front seat, I remember talking to her specifically. I kind of remember her sweater. She had this little sweater on, and she was pregnant. And she must have just found out she was pregnant. Things just not going her way. Not say her way, but you know how sometimes you go through a lot of things and you just seem like nothing is going good for you, and I just feel like she, both ladies were running away from their problems, but they were just running into the hands of Satan and didn't know it, and so whoever she is, or whoever you are, because I'm saying she, but you ladies who this is for, you know who you are. You have a YouTube channel, but it didn't take off. It didn't take off. You plus size. You started a plus size YouTube channel. You wanted to, do something for plus size women, or you thought about it, but something happened and it didn't completely take off. And I remember in the vision, I was telling you to do it. I said, do you know how much money you can make just off of YouTube? You'll be able to take care of you and your baby like that. And she was just like, yeah, you know, I know. And I was like, well, you need to do it. You need to do it. Like, don't run from it. That's going to be your way out. Like, that's going to be your way to financial freedom, and you're going to be able to take care of you and your unborn. So whoever this is for, it's like, what I mean, there was two ladies. Both of you guys don't have to have a YouTube channel, but one of them in particularly has a YouTube channel, and was it didn't take off, or you feel like it's not going the way that you think it should go, or something like that. Because this message could be for numerous people. Like, I ain't lie, I'm not gonna lie, I have visions like all the time, but for whatever reason, I jumped out my bed. I threw, like, I'm not even matching. Like, I have on a Louis Vuitton headband, a tie-dye shirt, and some motherfucking leggings. Okay, I had to put something on because I needed to get to you guys, because I'm like, damn, I gotta get this message out here. I got to get this message out here before, sometimes spirit, like, it'll leave. You remember bits and pieces. You don't remember everything. And then when I got on here, the live crashed. And I was like, oh no, spirit, we got to do this. Y'all going to have to come through. I need y'all to, like, really guard me right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to get this out here, because two ladies' lives are in jeopardy, because that man was going to do something very, very fucked up to them. He was. And that's the reason why his truck caught on fire. So, like, to, like, stall him, to keep them from leaving with them. And spirit intended the whole time for those ladies to leave with me. So they left with me, and that was like the conversation that we had about it not being over. And a lot of times, you feel like things aren't going your way. You just have to be, first of all, hold on. First of all, like, one of the hardest things to do is be in control of your emotions. You cannot let your emotions be in control of you. You got to show those damn emotions who's boss, okay? Before I get out of my bed, I'm sure to tell myself, okay, we're going to have a good day. I'm going to have a good day. Ain't shit finna go wrong. You got to go and let negative energy know, off dump. Don't play with me, because I did not come to play with you hoes, okay? We came to slay. And that's what we're here to do. So, whoever this is for, and you don't have to be pregnant. Spirit could have just used, the black pregnant women. And you don't even have to be black. I just know this is a feminine energy. Take this message, whoever it's for, or whoever could take something from it. It's just that I just know that there are two specific that this is resonating with wholeheartedly. Like, this is for you. And if you don't take heed, it could be the end of your life. Because there's definitely something, especially if you're thinking about running away. There's something out there that's waiting for you, that's waiting to take your life from you. And you need to know, So don't do it. Don't run away. Like, if you need to get help, reach out for help. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to do something other. Matter of fact, first of all, spirit is definitely waiting for you to come to them and ask for assistance. A lot of times we overlook, the help that we have right there readily with us all the time. Running away is not your best option right now. It's not. I saw what's waiting for you. I'm sorry. Everybody want to call me when I'm recording. Let me see, can I put this thing on? Hold on, you guys. Okay, I have to put my phone on airplane mode. Okay, so Spirit also told me to pull some cards for you ladies. For this group about this. So the first card that came out when I was shuffling says, the situation requires attention to detail. So this is a very, very emotional time for you. Very, very emotional time. And it's very important that you pay attention to detail. Okay? It's something sticking out to me about the 18-wheeler guy. The black guy that drove the 18-wheeler. When I walked up to the truck, I felt his energy. When I walked up to the truck, but a lot of times we're so lost in our emotions and what we have going on that we don't read people right. you know, you misread people. You can't like not do that. You have to, you know, I was able to pick up that he wasn't a good guy before, like, when I walked up to the truck, something was off about his vibe, okay? So, like I said, first card is here is this situation requires attention to details. So pay attention to details. Pay attention to your surroundings. If you've already ran away and you're out on your own, you're in the streets now, pay attention to your surroundings. Don't just be jumping in vehicles with people, especially 18-wheelers, but just don't be jumping in vehicles with people. Just don't do that, okay? Because, you know, you don't want to meet your end because you're in a very emotional place right now, and everybody's intentions are not pure at all. Everybody don't have your best intentions, and people are really, really good at putting on, you know, a facade like, okay, you know, I'm trying to help you. They're not, you know, no, like, you have to use your better judgment. You know, you got to use that gut feeling. Your gut is not going to lead you wrong. So, next card says healing. Be gentle and patient with yourself or someone that needs time. So Spirit is saying you probably just need a little bit more time. Be gentle with yourself. Everything don't happen for everybody as quick as it does the next person, because everybody's journey is different. You know, like even with me being on YouTube, you know, like some people may look at my channel and feel like, damn, her channel grew quickly. But then, you know, there are other channels that grew even quicker. I'm talking about overnight. You know, it's your journey. It's how your journey was supposed to happen, how things are supposed to be laid out for you. You just have to be grateful for your journey, you know, what's going on in your life. Like, so Spirit is saying that, you know, right now healing is needed, and you need to be gentle with yourself, and you need to be patient, you know, with yourself, and you may need some time. You may need some time. What is this? Trust your intuition. It is the knowing of the higher self. I just said this. You're in a position right now where you need to trust your intuition. Okay, it is the knowing of your higher self. The highest version of yourself is the best part of you, right? That's the part of you that has already evolved. That's really coaching you. Your higher self is like one of your spirit guides. Really, really, really. You have more than one spirit guide, but you are also guiding yourself. The highest version of yourself is guiding you on a consistent basis. Okay? So pay attention to your intuition. Y'all, that dream, like, I woke up almost in tears. I'm like, damn, I gotta hurry up and find something to throw on. I gotta get this message out because it was just so sad. Like, I could feel the grief and the sorrow and coming from both ladies, specifically this one. You know, I felt like, you know, it was like Spirit allowed me to feel at the moment what she was feeling. You know, I was able to step into her energy field and feel that she felt like she had nobody else, or she has nowhere to go, you know, or she has nowhere to run to. Like, you know, she just felt like it was just her, you know, and it just really drove me to, like, and normally I'm a very, very big crybaby, you guys. Like, what they say about Leos are true. Like, we are hard asses on the outside, and we act like we don't care, but we're the most caring, gentle, loving, crybaby ass people you ever want to meet. Like, we are so sensitive, you know, especially when it's a very, like, when it's dealing with, you know, people and people that we care about, and I care about you guys. I love you guys. So to know that something like this is going on with my soul family, and it just really fucked with me in a real fucked up space, you know. So look to your finances. A budget is needed. So for some of you guys, or whoever this is for, you may be going through something financially. I hate this cold. This mucus is fucking with me. You may be going through something financially. And Spirit is saying that they're gonna be blessing you with income. It's gonna be, you know, out the blue, but they need you to budget, because you're gonna need this to get through to the next episode. You're gonna need this, so try to be mindful with your spending, because they're gonna bring this money to you. So thank you. Hold on, you guys, because this is bothering the hell out of me. Okay. Okay. Back. Okay. But yeah, so a lot of you guys could be going through something financially. Um, you're gonna be blessed, and it's not gonna seem like much, but it's gonna be enough to get you through. And you just need to be wise with your spending. I also sense some self-esteem issues from both of these ladies. Like I said, both of them were kind of heavy set. But Spirit is saying you are perfect the way you are. So whoever this is for, you are perfect the way you are. And if you're like, because one of them specifically was trying to start a plus size YouTube channel where she was going to be modeling plus size clothes, like, do that. Don't not do that. You need to do that. You know, because plus size women are some of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, you know, and I mean inside and out. And you need to do it. You don't know, you don't know who could need, who would need that energy, who also need to feel good about themselves, you know. So what else? Clean, organize, debunk, and increase the flow of light. So for whoever this is for, you just need to declutter negative people out your life in general. Like, it's really hard to usher in good spirit, good energy when your life is cluttered with toxic people, you know, untrustworthy people. Be social, enjoy time with others. So lately you've been antisocial. You know, you haven't been enjoying time with other people, possibly because of COVID. I'm sure that's what it is. But I mean, even if you need to video chat with somebody, you know. Time's up. This needs to end. Yeah, so there's something toxic or something in your life that you've been holding on to. And I'm not even talking about a relationship. Not necessarily, unless you know in your heart that there's a relationship that definitely needs to come to an end. But there's just something specific, something general in your life that's been holding you back, that you need to let that go. And I really feel like it's a way of thinking. You know, a lot of people that deal with insecurity issues feel like they're not good enough. And then to be pregnant on top of that and feel like you have nowhere to turn to, possibly abandoned by your mom, could have grew up in a foster care system, abandoned by your dad, even if you grew up with a mom, you know. Back in the day, you know, you would hear a lot of moms threaten to throw their daughters out when they got pregnant, right? You better not get pregnant because you ain't gonna be able to stay here. That's that toxic way of thinking. Like, who the fuck are you? Would you kick your child out who you brought to the world, right? Who depends on you, your blessing, out, right? Because they made a mistake. No. That's disgusting. But that's because they were brought up a certain way. And that's because that's what they saw. So I feel like this is what you call breaking generational curses. Because that's a generational curse. I'm telling you, like, I used to hear my mom say stuff like that to me. And, you know, luckily, you know, I didn't end up, you know, with a teenage pregnancy. But if I did, she was so adamant about it. I wouldn't have had anywhere to go. She would have kicked me out. But because of her thinking that way, I don't think that way. I would never in a million years abandon one of my kids because of a fucking mistake. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to break those generational curses. You have to break those toxic ass cycles, those ignorant way of thinking. You can't do that. That tell you that it's okay to throw your child away. You can't do it. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all, well, shit, y'all know. Y'all going through this right here with me. Y'all know. Like, generational curses are a mother effer. Do you hear me? And some people, generational curses are something so weird. You be like, really? Like, y'all really been going through that? Like, you really went through that? I'm like, okay, so y'all gonna get up and close and personal with Mystic real fast. Wow, let me say this real fast. It says someone misses you. So whoever this is for that did run away, there is somebody that miss you and they want you to come back. And I don't feel like this is a lover. This is like a family member or something like that. So if you are out on the streets right now and you feel like there's somebody back home that misses you. So I just want to say that. But another one of my like family generational curses is women putting men before their children. Luckily, my mom did not do that. My mom actually broke that generational curse, but her mom did her like that, did her siblings like that. And my great grandma ended up actually raising me and my mom because my mom had me at an early age. She got pregnant with me when she was 15 and she had me when she was 16. And my grandma's husband at the time was a perv, and he tried to come on to my mom, and my mom opened her mouth and she said something about it, and pretty much he was just like, you're gonna have to choose. You can't, you know what I'm saying, have both of us here. And my grandma chose him. And that's how me and my mom ended up living with my great granny. My great granny took us in. And now to this day, I like my great grandmother. I've always looked at her as my mother. Like, she was my mother and my great grandma because she raised me and my mom pretty much. You know, so she, like, I looked at her because she transitioned when I was a kid. But when she transitioned, I feel like I lost a mother. You know, I lost that protection. I lost that, you know. But my mom broke that generational curse because of what happened to her. How my grandma chose a man over her kids. And so now my mama, she you know, she has some issues, you know, some things that she's still working on, you know, because of the way that she was treated and she was raised. But that's one thing I will say, like, she would make threats and stuff about that. But like, if there was a man involved, she's not gonna choose the man. She's not. She just had like a real fucked up way of thinking as far as like teen pregnancies and stuff like that, because you know that's what she went through. But yeah, like, you know, she I ain't gonna lie, I give her that. She never would put anybody over us, but she damn sure threatened to put my ass out every chance she got if I was to end up pregnant. So I knew not to. I just know. But I would never threaten my kids like that. I would never threaten my kids' security ever. But anyway, so that's a generational curse that my mom broke, putting men before her children. And my mom taught us well in that area, and now a swinging penis could never come before my kids. Like, if you could not, never, okay? And that is that. That is that, okay? So I'm gonna pull a few more cards. Say this, and I know it's finna trigger some people. But what's growth without being triggered? You won't grow if you're not triggered. So I'm gonna say this. If you're triggered, fuck it. I'm gonna say it anyway. I love y'all. but it is what it is, okay? So, my mom, like when she would cook, my mom always fixed our plates first. Y'all know where I'm finna go with this. My mom would fix our plate first, always. Like and not just our plates, but like if there were other kids there, all the kids in the house ate first, okay? But then when I got older, I started seeing women who like if I go to get-togethers or something, I'll see like the women to fix the men plates first. And I'm a child, and I'm like, me as a child, I don't know no better, but I'm knowing like this is off. Something ain't right about this. You know, kids be having a higher level of understanding, you know, because we not at the time when you were a child, you ain't that corrupt. You know, your innocence, you know, is pretty much still there with you. And you know, you just there's something more, you still have that connection with source, so you pretty much know what's right and wrong with you, especially when you're a small child. Okay. But anyway, so my mom would always fix our plates first, and like if we had friends or companies or some company come over, all the kids ate first. She would not eat before a child. You know, my dad would not eat. Nobody's finna eat before these kids eat. I don't give a damn. If the food run out, it's just gone. As grown-ups can fend for themselves, right? But then when I start going to other people's like houses or whatever, I'm noticing they fixing their man plate first, and I just like, it just never sat right with me. And then I would hear women say, you know, well, it's supposed to be like that. You're supposed to take care of your man first. Baby, when? Because at the end of the day, grown-ups can fend for themselves. You're never supposed to put someone grown before someone who can't fend for themselves. They can't get it themselves. That's crazy. They just don't make no sense. Like that, I don't know. People that think like that, I ain't even finna talk about them, because that's a generational curse. That's because that's what they grew up. They grew up watching. Somebody did that shit to them. Somebody made them sit there stomach growling while they fixed their daddy a big ass plate. You know what I'm saying? And then they got what was left over. No, my kids eat first. Not just my kids. Shit, if your kids come to my house and I'm fixing plates, the kids eat first. Us grown-ups get what's left. That's how it go. Like, it's just not right. If you just think about it, the child is getting what's left over. That's fucked up. It should never be like that. You know, the kids should always get the best of whatever. You know. So no, nothing was picked over after you done picked the good shit out for some male in your life. It just don't go like that. You know. So I already know that's gonna trigger some people. I don't give a fuck. If you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. And we can keep this thing rocking like a cut off socket, okay? But anyway. Okay, so reach out. Nurture is here. So yeah, you remember I said that a lot of you guys are feeling alone, and whoever this is for could possibly have ran away already or thinking about running away. You need to reach out to somebody. There's a nurturing energy that's been trying to reach out to you, or a nurturing energy that you need to reach out to. Okay, so there's somebody that want to reach out to you. You want to reach out to them, but you're scared. Could be like pride or ego or something like that. It's just that won't let you reach out to this person. There could be a broken connection between you and a mother figure, or a grandma, aunt, or something. But Spirit is saying that it's time to rebuild that. This person is willing to, especially now, especially if you, for whoever this is for, you either thinking about running away or you've already done it. This person's ready to rebuild with you. Yeah. This person is ready to. I already know. Y'all already know this is finna be the talk under this thing, because you know people have mixed emotions about that, and I don't even see how you can have mixed emotions about that. That's common sense. You take care of who can't take care of themselves first. Period. No way around it. Okay? Because a grown person can get how they live all the time. Kids can't do that. They can't. If the food run out because you done fix some man plate first, then they gotta wait for you to feed them. They can't just get up and go to the store and get them something else. They gotta wait for you. You know, so kids eat first. Hands down. You know? I don't know who started that. I don't know, but I'm telling, it's like an old way of thinking. It's an outdated way of thinking. That's what it is. That's what it is. And like my grandma, let me say something else. Like I said, I know my mom broke that curse because of how my grandma treated them. Okay? So, like, when I would go spend time with my grandma, my grandma would like literally feed us like sandwiches, weenie sandwiches and shit like that. And her whatever man that she was in love with at the time, this motherfucker was eating steaks, just like he was grubbing. Do you hear me? And she would give us like dumb stuff, you know. And this is what I'm like as a kid, I'm like, this ain't right. This not right. Like we're yours. We belong to you. We're your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? But see, she was like that because of how she grew up or what she saw. You know. And my mom, you know, I remember going back and telling my mom that happened, and my mom was livid. Oh, she was pissed. You know, and like if we did go back over my grandma's house, my mom would like prepare us meals and send our food, you know, send our food with us so we didn't have to go through it. But I mean, just even still, like, you know, that shit is, generational curses are deep. It is. And you just be amazed at the different levels that different people have experienced a generational curse. Oh yeah, what she say? A fool for a man? Yeah, I mean, even to this day, like, don't get me wrong, you know, I love my granny. You know, she's still here, but like, I had resentment for a while with my grandma because of that. I used to resent her, and I had to get over that. I had to heal that. I had to forgive her for that. You know what I'm saying? And I had to put my best foot forward because really, she don't know no better. Just because she's older than me don't mean nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? My soul clearly had evolved past hers, but she was just older than me in the flesh. Just because someone is older don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, they know every fucking thing. They know what they were taught. That's it. You know, you just have to keep that compassion and stuff in your heart for them, because, you know, they only know what somebody showed them. That's it. And, you know, and I love my granny. I do anything for her. To this day, she knows she can call me for anything, you know. But I ain't gonna lie, I resented her for a very long time for that. I resented her for giving me and my mom up. I resented her for that, you know. But I had to get off of that because tomorrow is not promised. And there's no way I could let my granny transition with me still having that burden on me, you know, not having a real relationship with my grandma. That's bullshit. You know, I had to clear that shit up. Right, that is. This Gwendolyn said that's probably what she saw growing up. Right, that's probably, I'm sure that is what she saw. You know, so it's all learning. You know, it's all love. I've healed that part of me, and I'm actually glad because I'm able to talk to you guys about it. You know, some of you guys could be possibly going through the same thing. You know, so yep. Let me pull a few more cards before I get up out of here. I'm gonna record again today. I know I hadn't posted on Instagram. I'm gonna update some zodiacs over there today, you guys. So if you guys have not already followed me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm Mystic Beauty on Instagram as well. Y'all would be amazed. Like, I have a sister from my daddy's side, and she was commenting on Facebook one day, and she was talking about how she always put her man first. She was like, yeah, I take care of my man first, you know, because, you know, he takes care of me, and if I don't, you know, if I'm not feeling good, then I can't be there for my kids. Baby, I unfriended her. No, ma'am. Like, no, ma'am. Sister or not sister. Like, I can't sit up and watch you talk like this at all. Ever. I don't care. Even if you're a man. If you're a man with kids, you don't put no female for your kids, bro. You just don't do that. Don't no woman. And you heard I'm saying this. Come before your motherfucking kids. I don't give a damn. Nothing. Okay? So, it is what it is. And if she can't understand that, then you tell that hoe to get to stepping. Period. Nobody come before yours. So, I guess I unfriended my sister. I did. I just couldn't have that type of energy on my timeline. Okay? Baby, what you mean? Let me go get something for this call today. time to reflect. And it's crazy because the reflect card came out and I didn't say nothing about it because I was running my mouth, but Spirit said, no, we're going to talk about reflection. So let me pull it because it came out. It just came out. Where is it? Fuck. I guess it really don't matter, but it did came out. The shadow word card came out. So I'm just going to talk about it because clearly this is something they want me to talk about, that you guys needed to take some time out to reflect, do your shadow work, focus on like what we're talking about, the past and things that have happened to you in your past, or me talking about the things that have happened in my past. That's me doing shadow work. That's shadow work. Every time I talk about this shit and I heal a special part about that situation, that's shadow work. You know, so you have to do that. You have to do that. You can't be afraid. Excuse me. You can't be afraid of tapping back into a painful past because you don't want to heal it. Because you are prolonging your growth. You're prolonging your growth. You can't do that. So you got to reflect and redirect. Reflect on what happened and redirect that energy. Embrace spirit because they are here. They are protecting you. A lot of you guys see a lot of birds. Me personally, 2 of my spirit guides come to me as hawks. When I'm telling you, like, they come to me in my visions as hawks, and they guide me, they watch me. And also my animal totem is a hawk as well. So that's the major reason why I'm so psychic, why I'm so intuitive, why I can see shit that's coming before it comes, because I can see stuff from a higher perspective, you know. So a lot of you guys have hawks as spirit animals too. A lot of you guys, you know, ancestors come to you in that form. You know, like a lot of you guys just embrace or embody the hawk or the eagle's, you know, energy, and you're able to see things from a higher perspective. You soar above the bullshit because you see shit in ways that other people can't see. Okay? I can see a storm brewing 3 towns over because of that hawk energy that's in me. So, protect the wild and the green. A lot of you guys need to start a garden. It's going to be so healing for you to start a garden, you know, like for real, you know, a little green thumb, you know. And spirit say, know your power. You've been sleeping on yourself. You need to know your power. Respect your boundaries. Some of y'all need to start making them efforts. Respect your boundaries. People don't respect your boundaries until you do. They just don't. Like, if you don't respect your boundaries, they damn sure not gonna respect your boundaries. Like, and let me tell you something. When you started setting up boundaries and people start getting mad with you and falling out your life, they was never for you. Because when somebody is truly for you, they're not going to get upset with you because you're establishing boundaries in your life that's going to benefit you in a positive way. Also, yeah, somebody said red cardinals. I've been seeing a lot of red cardinals and blue jays lately. But hawks, all the time. Even when I'm not seeing them in the 3D, they come to me in the 5D. Thank you. Reveal your truth. Some of you guys have been hiding behind a mask. And look at that. Share your thoughts is right behind that. A lot of you guys have been hiding behind a mask. Not being true to yourself. Not being true, genuine, authentic. Not living your best life. Not living your life truthful, who you were always meant to be. So you had to wear, and you could be around some people that you feel like you have to wear a mask. You can't be who you truly are every day. I just heard hummingbirds. My mom keeps a lot of hummingbirds around her house. I love hummingbirds as well. Share your thoughts. So take this mask off and share what you really feel. Share your thoughts, right? Go ahead and establish those boundaries. And if they can't get with it, then they can get on. You didn't need them no way. They was holding down. Y'all was about to sink because their energy was so heavy in their boat. Let them go. Kick their asses overboard and keep going. You better tell them you better swim, goddammit. Swim, okay? Okay. All right. That's it. I gotta go. I just had to get this message out. I'm gonna record again later on today. I'm also gonna be updating Instagram for some more zodiacs. And that is all, you guys. I love you guys so much. Be sure that you subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Be sure that you hit the bell so that when I post a video, you guys will get an alert. And you'll also be a part of my notification gang. That is it. You guys take care of yourself, okay? For real, for real. Be safe out there. Use your intuition. Don't be jumping in 18-wheelers with people, y'all. Don't do that. It ain't that deep, okay? And don't be getting in people's cars that you don't know. Right?